Hello everyone, I'm Susanna. Welcome back to my channel. Today I got a request from one of my viewers and I made this video in Japanese, but unfortunately I deleted all the original records. So I'm going to re-filming about this motif once again. So let's crochet together. And I'm gonna use the worsted weight yarn that is this is the description, and this is 25 grams and 46 meters long, and that is acrylic 60% and wool 40% wool, and the recommended hook size is 7, which means size 4.0 millimeter crochet hook. So I'm gonna use size 4.0 millimeter, and also I'm gonna use a one stitch marker yes, one stitch marker here, and yarn needle and pair of scissors. Okay, so this is very simple project, so let's grab your station and let's crochet together. Alright, so leave the yarn ends approximately 6 inches or 8 inches and hold like this. And wrap around over the index finger and middle finger and coming back to the palm and close. And hold the closing area with your thumb and to the ring finger. Okay. Then grab your crochet hook, insert your hook under the first loop and over the second loop, and hook that loop and pull toward to the top of your finger, and then make a clockwise. So you can see the crossing loop like this. Then pick your loop on your ring finger, this one, from over, and wrap around and pull through into this loop. So this is my method of making a magic ring. Okay, do it once again. Let's do it. Leave the yarn end and hold your ring and pinky finger and wrap around over the index and middle finger and close at the palm side, and then wrap over to the ring finger. Hold your crochet hook and insert under the first loop and over the second loop and pull it out and make a clockwise and make a loop and pick the loop on your ring finger and pull through. Okay, so this is the magic ring, and then pull out the yarn end and make this circle smaller, and then wrap the yarn end once again just over the magic circle like this. So here there are 1, 2, 3 loops. Okay, so now let's make 10 single crochet. Insert into the ring and yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through these 2 loops at a time, and this is the first single crochet. And then just mark the first single crochet with your stitch marker like this. Okay, alright, next insert into the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through these 2 loops at a time, 2 single crochet. Okay, repeat same procedure. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and make it this loop a little bit longer and hold the crochet hook. Okay, then let's close this circle. First, pull this yarn end. Before that, just move these stitches closely and then pick this yarn end slowly. Okay, now you can see the smaller loop and larger loop. So hold the smaller loop and pull it out from the top, from the upper side. Okay, so now the magic circle is closed. Then grab your yarn end and pull it tight. Okay, so now the circle is closed. Okay, alright, so now let's close this loop. Since I marked the lower loop, I'm going to join into the upper loop of the first single crochet here. This loop and insert. And I prefer the hook over the yarn and pull through and close this stitch. Alright, so now let's move to the second round. Chain 1, insert into the joined stitch, make 2 single crochet, 1, 2, move to the next stitch. So this is the first stitch and this is the next stitch. Insert into the back loop only. So the back loop is, you can see the V chain here and here. So this is the V chain. The back loop is the upper one. So use these upper loops only. Make 2 single crochets each. 1, 2, again, 1, 2, 1, 2, like this. So let's make 20 single crochets. And you can see the remaining lower loop here. And we are going to use these lower loops in the next round. Okay, so I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 single crochets. And usually I prefer to join the stitch here, but in this case I'm going to move to this stitch. So I insert the stitch where I marked and join with a slip stitch. Okay, so this is slightly different from my Japanese video. The Japanese video I made two rounds of circle and fasten off the yarn and attach the yarn once again and continue the marigold flower petals. But in this case, I'm going to make it under spirally. Okay. So now I remove my stitch marker and I am going to mark the second round, first stitch here. So I won't miss it. Okay. All right. So let's make the marigold petals. All right. First, make 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. And skip the first stitch and into the second stitch. I prefer to use these back bumps and make a slip stitch and make a slip stitch each into each chain. So I'm going to make 4 slip stitches and this going to be the marigold petal. Okay, I did the first one, so move to the second one. And since I use this stitch, move to the next stitch and join with a slip stitch. So now first petals are done. Okay, let's repeat the same thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains. Turn your work. Skip the first chain, starting from the second chain. I'm going to make a slip stitch each following 4 chains. 2, 3, and 4. The slip stitches and chains tend to be tight, so let's keep these stitches slightly loose. Okay, move it to the third stitch and join. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn your work. Skip the first one. Slip stitch each from the next stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. And let's repeat to the last stitch so that we can make 10 petals of the first round. Now I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 petals, and I'm going to join into the first petal. So I'm going to find the first stitch here. Okay, this is the first stitch, so I'm going to join with a slip stitch. Okay, once again. So this is the first stitch. Insert. And pull up a loop and pull through. Okay. Then move to the second round. And since I marked the first stitch, I'm going to join into this stitch, and also in this case I'm going to use only the lower loop because in the last video I found the petals doesn't stand up, so I'm going to change the method. You join into the lower loops, so the lower loop only, so the front loop, and we call it front loop. So this is a V stitch, V chain, and this is the back loop, and this is the front loop. So I'm going to use these front loops only, and I'm going to make 20 petals using these 20 front loops. So I'm going to make 1 petals each into the each stitches. Okay, so now starting from the first one, just same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains, and turn and make 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and just into the next stitch and slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and turn and work, skip, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and into the next stitch and join. So let's make 20 petals. Alright, I have just made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and join. So I'm going to make 19 and 20 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chains and 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And this is the last stitch, so I'm going to join with a slip stitch, and this is a 19, and I'm going to make 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the last petal, and then I'm going to make 4 slip stitches. 1, 2, 3, and this one, yes, 4. Okay, and since this is the first stitch, so I'm going to make a join with a slip stitch into the first stitch, so this one. Okay, and also I'm going to make an additional chain and then fasten off the yarn end with approximately 6 to 8 inches. Alright, and pull it tight. Okay, now I made a marigold. This is the center part of the flower, and now these 10 petals are stand up, and these 20 petals are also outstanding, beautiful. Okay, now let's whip yarn ends. This is the beginning loop, and I didn't make any knot yet, so I'm going to tie a knot first. Oops, oh, something strange. I'm going to change my needle. Okay, I'm going to use the thicker one. All right. I'm going to sew a few more stitches and then pick the horizontal bar and make a knot here. Okay. Then sew a few more stitches again. Okay. Then let's make a U-turn. So I skip one loop here and turn and going through to the opposite direction. And going back a few stitches more. Okay, and if you'd like to use this yarn end to sew in, you can leave these as is. Okay, and next, this is the last one. And just sew in to the backward and form it. Okay, now the shape is beautiful enough. And I'm going to sew in and make a U-turn. And here I didn't join, so I'm going to pick the stitches and shape it nice and neat. Okay, all right. So you can leave these yarn ends as is. Then I'm going to adjust the stitches to make it nice and even. And if you need, you can block it. So, like this, make it stand up. You see, so you can pick this loop and wow, nice. So pick the chain towards you, towards you, towards you, towards you, and towards you. Okay, this one too. I did this one, and I'm going to make this one, this one, So this is a small tips to make your project looks better. This is just tiny little tip, but it's so effective. Okay. You see? Oh, nice. So beautiful. All right. So finished. This is my marigold. So you can cut the yarn after finishing here or join here and then make a one more round and one more round so that our shape is much more beautiful than you expected. And also you can enlarge it as many rounds as you want. So this is just 2 rounds, but if you make it 3 rounds, more gorgeous and large and beautiful. I hope. I promise that. Okay, so I hope you understand very well. And also I made some Japanese videos about the flower motifs or leaves, but you can set the captions on in English with all translated. It is not perfect, 100% perfect, but I think it is effective to watch some and get and learn something from my videos. So, and also if you have any questions, please feel free and to contact me or message me. And if you want more English videos, please let me know. And according to your request, I'm going to refilm it or remake it in English. Okay, so I hope you enjoy this video and see you in my next video. Thank you and bye bye.